What is up, guys? Matthew here, and welcome back to the channel and our FIFA 21 career mode with the Boro on the PS5. Again, a huge thank you to all the amazing support that this series has gained so far in every single video without fail. The views have been incredible, as have the comments. Sorry I've not uploaded in a few days, it's been a busy week, but we're back and we've got deadline day today and 2 games in the Premier League. Obviously, we've started incredibly well. Third in the Premier League currently. I mean, early doors, of course, we've only played 4 games, but we're yet to lose, which is huge. We've beaten both Burnley and Leeds while taking points off of Norwich and Arsenal. So, a solid start, but the games are going to get tougher. Today, we've got Watford, who were absolutely unbelievable when we played them in the Championship last season. And then we have Leicester City, who are one of the best teams. Top 6 in the Premier League easy, so that won't be easy either. What I am going to propose, and I'm going to put this in a poll in the video right now, so please do leave a vote. That would be great. Last episode, we did play 3 games, and we got through them. The episode was maybe just over 10 minutes longer than normal. We got through 3 games as opposed to just 2. So let me know if you would prefer either 2 games per episode, which are a little bit more in-depth, more highlights, or would you rather us fly through the games a bit quicker, do 3 games, 1 episode, and maybe have slightly less highlights, where, of course, we still won't miss anything important, but, yeah, less highlights to get more games in. So just vote above the top of the video. You'll see a vote at the top, a little poll where you can vote. Yeah, but before we move on to the Watford game, it is deadline day, and you can tell we're in the Premier League because the money that's been spent is quite ridiculous. Arsenal have spent 118 million. Don't know half the players they've bought. Christensen might be from Chelsea, but they've sold Kolasinac, David Luiz, and Bellerin. Villa have even splashed out the cash. I think that might be Aaron Moy they've signed there, and they've also let Hourahan go. They've signed Morgan Samson for 23 million. I don't know who he is. Burnley have even been spending money. Melendo, who we come up against, 26 million he cost, and he wasn't really that good. And of course, they sold Ben Gibson to us. Chelsea have sold 110 million pounds worth of players. Loftus-Cheek is one of them. Hudson-Odoi is, of course, the one who came to the Boro. Palace spent 74 million and sold Zaha for 46. That's a big loss for them. Leeds actually haven't done anything in the transfer window. Everton signed Ben Rama. They got rid of Moise Keane. Leicester, they have signed £66 million worth of players. Not too sure who a lot of them are, but they've also let Iheanacho and Benkovic go for a total of 18.8. Liverpool have spent 127 million on Partey, who obviously went to Arsenal in real life. But look at that, they've sold 234 million pounds worth of players. That is the most I've ever seen on FIFA. Jordan Henderson, Matip, Wijnaldum and Gomez have gone. Liverpool's squad is significantly weaker and they don't seem to have replaced them all. So that's a strange one. They're going to have to make some deadline day moves. City, surprisingly, haven't bought anybody, although Kyle Walker's left. United have signed 2 players and they've let Eric Bailly go. There's our stats for the window. We have actually spent 37.2 million, whereas we've made 2.3 million. So I think that's okay. Castle, they don't spend often. They've spent 53 million. Decore is one they've signed. That's a good signing. Norwich spent 18 million. So it's interesting to see what the teams who we come up with and what they spent. So Norwich only spent half of what we did. McBurney was most of that. Sheffield United have bought Neil Maupay, 34 million. They let McBurney go for 12.6. Tottenham spent 140 million. Look at the signings they've made. Jordan Henderson, David Alaba and Hummels. That's incredible. And they've let Alderweireld and Sanchez go for 89 million. That's a good window for Tottenham. And Watford have also spent 23.8 million on one player. They've let Andre Gruego and Cathcart for 6.7. West Brom spent 37 million and West Ham spent 23 million while getting back 2.2. And Wolves haven't done a thing. So we are the biggest spenders of the newly promoted teams. I can't see us doing anything in this deadline day. We've got 4 million to spend. I mean, I can have a quick look in the scout list, but I think of all the players that we were scouting, I think most of them were quite expensive. I mean, Helder Costa, I mean, we could maybe go for him if we were absolutely desperate. But, yeah, at this moment in time, I can't really see anyone logically to go for in any positions that we necessarily need players in. I mean, Sirike Dembele is a cool player that I've always liked the look of, although he's left Peterborough, so he's got a new club now, so he won't be able to move anywhere either. So unless anything drastic happens, I can't see us getting any deals done on deadline day, but we'll fast forward through and see if anything does happen. So first hour, quiet, although the total spent is going up. Haven't seen anything related to us, although we have got an email in with 7 hours to go. And, there was an offer for McNair. I must have missed that. Brighton came in for him. I have no idea when that was, but we wouldn't have accepted it anyway. 3.9 million is ridiculously low for Paddy McNair, if you ask me. Another email come in halfway through deadline day. And it looks like a transfer offer for Marcus Tavernier. Nice have come in for him. That's a decent offer, 7.5 million, right in the middle of what we've been advised. But we've rejected higher offers than that, so we will reject that one as well. Can't see anybody really leaving. As another email comes in, have we got another offer? Interest in... so it's interest in William Saliba. That's, of course, someone that we've been looking at. Watford. Well, one of our rivals might get him. We might be coming up against him in the next game. So 4 hours left. A lot of money's been spent. Let's whiz through and see if anyone in the Premier League has spent any more money. So Arsenal have let Martinelli go. Run through here and see if anyone... Burnley have spent more money. God, I can't believe it. Sean Dyche spending money, who'd have thought? Palace haven't half splashed the cash. Any more notable signings for anyone? Liverpool still haven't replaced all the players they've got rid of. United have signed Diaby. And I don't think there's any others. Oh, Norwich have... not Norwich, Sheffield United have signed Vieira. Not Patrick Vieira, as that would be something, wouldn't it? Tottenham have made another signing. And I think that might be it for the most part. We'll keep skipping through. 3 hours to go. I know it's always nice to have a signing and a bit of drama on deadline day, but we've done all of our business. Look at that. Wolves have sold Raul Jimenez for 41 million, and they're not going to have time to replace him. That's a big decision made by Wolves. That's deadline day then, so we will end it there, as over $1 billion was spent. That's absolutely huge, and the window has now closed. So, nothing doing for us. We're quite happy with the squad we've got, and we will take that squad into the next game, which is Watford. Interesting offer, though, has just come in. This happened before, actually. Offer come in after deadline day, but for the next window, and it's Nantes for Ashley Fletcher. A good offer as well. I've got to say, 7 million is almost, well, what at the very top of his valuation. And I tell you what, if we'd have gotten offered this in the window, I'd have been tempted by that, because that would have gave us 11 million back, and we could have invested. But because it's come outside the window, we won't be able to replace him. Although he won't be leaving until the next window. But yeah, we don't know what's going to happen, so I'd rather just keep him for now. So, starting 11 for the Watford game. No real surprise to see that we've just got our best squad ready to go, all fully fit. Back for the usual: Coulson, Gibson, Fry, Spence, McNair, Saville, Roberts, who is now 78 rated. Balassi on the left, Hudson-Odoi on the right, and Danny Ings up front. A team that is starting to look ever stronger, and the overalls of a lot of the players is creeping up as well. So our squad is developing nicely, and yeah, we've got good numbers, good players. I'm really, really happy with the squad we've got. But we're going up against the team who last season were dominant. They walked the championship. They battered us, I think it was 4-1 when they did come to the Riverside, I think it might have been. We might have done a bit better getting a point off them at Vicarage Road. But this could be one of the toughest games so far. It's going to be interesting to see how we fare with each other in the Premier League. As you can see, William Saliba One of our summer targets is in defence for Watford. This should be interesting.
A look at the starting 11 for Middlesbrough. And so the initial 11 for Watford. Looks as though they're going with the belt and braces approach.
Yeah, 5-3-2 or 3-5-2. The midfield will be flooded when they've got the ball. Defensively, those fullbacks will be asked to supply support to their three centre-backs, but it does enable you to play two strikers up front.
Are we going to rue the fact that we didn't go for William Saliba in the window? We opted for Ben Gibson instead. Watford got the man. Not too sure how they've started the Premier League this season, actually. We've started extremely well, although the fixtures haven't been too bad.
This confrontation is underway.
I think for me, it's just keeping this unbeaten run going for as long as we can.
Now Saville.
As long as we can just keep picking up points here and there.
Fry has it.
That'll do me.
Spent.
That's a surprising diagonal ball right into the middle of the field.
Well, they've given him too much space. Tremendous challenge.
Picked up by Roberts, although Saville wins it straight back. Try to bend one from range, and that didn't really catch that well, but
Technique. He didn't have any there.
That's the first attempt in what's been a very tight game. Roberts winning the header, but
William Saliba.
Ings loses out. But Saville picks that one. There's now Roberts and Ings look to break.
Not a good pass.
But once again, Watford's back line, very much like it was last season. Very strong.
And the pass, a good one.
Played in field.
Deulofeu.
Here's Gerard Deulofeu, a man we were linked with when we were promoted to the Premier League. Good 1-2 and a good goal from Watford.
And you have to say it was on the card.
First chance of the game. And it's like the Watford of last season.
Well, sometimes
Deulofeu was tricky.
the right time gets you a goal. On this occasion,
Hughes plays it in.
simple goal from his point of view.
And, well, could Dale Fry have got across a bit quicker? I don't know, but it's been a very tight game. Nothing really has happened until now. But the first chance that Watford get, they score.
Now Saville.
Saville, see if we can get back into this game quickly. But once again,
Terribly read and executed.
we cannot get through their back four. And now look at the pace of Watford's attackers. Spence and McNair have to come together to get the ball as the Boro fans are roaring us on. We've had a tough start to this game. Balassi, here's Coulson on the overlap. Bit of pace injected. We've got plenty of men in the box. One of them's Hudson-Odoi. Heads it back across goal. But there's nobody there.
Well, just look at him. He thinks it's in, just wide.
Well, don't know if that was a... It was a shot. Looked like a cross.
Well, Derek, there's the life of a manager right there. Pure frustration. It's such a thankless job at times.
But it was wide. Good ball out from Gibbo.
Spence.
Oh,
Boro
but Spence
struggling to keep the ball.
losing the ball in a dangerous position.
Strong play here on the shielding front.
Nice back heel as well from the Watford goal scorer, but
The exact details from Alan.
ball in wasn't a good one.
38 minutes played. 1-1.
Can we get something going on this left-hand side? Saville with a ball through, but again, we can't penetrate this Watford back line. Roberts has had a tough game.
Balassi.
Can Balassi get something going here? Oh, it's squirmed through for Roberts, but it's saved by Foster.
Much more straightforward for the keeper this time.
The ball was through to Roberts, and I think
Well, double bubble. He gets the
it
ball
ricocheted
in.
to him
First save he makes,
more through
absolutely
luck than
brilliant.
anything.
Tom Cleverley.
But it was still a good save by the guy who was by far the best keeper in the league last season. Well, that was the biggest chance of the half for us there.
Ben Gibson. And Fry here.
Gibson to Dale Fry.
Roberts.
Here's Roberts. We want him to make something happen as we head into the end of the half. Coulson has beaten Janmaat with ease. This has been a great run from Hayden Coulson. Can he pick out Danny Ings? No, he can't. And Savile's lost it to Cleverley.
There might well be scope for them to counter-attack here.
30 seconds left. Can Watford get one more chance? They might as well. Hernandez.
Juan Camilo Hernandez. Adam Messina.
Well, we're well past the additional minutes, but the referee's letting them have that one chance as Delafeu. Tricky feet. Cleverly. Blocked by McNair. And after having 5 minutes of added time, the referee blows his whistle. Quiet half, not much in terms of chances, but Watford have taken the one important chance and lead us at the break. We've not got through their defence. It's been the toughest back line we've played so far.
In possession, Deulofeu.
Good tackle from Gibbo there as Coulson
Well, this is the home of live football.
comes out with it. He really has been a bright spark for us. But their back line is unbelievably tough to get through.
Yeah, that looks a great matchup, doesn't it? Looking forward to some fast-flowing football there.
We've had no luck. And we've got no central midfielders. I don't know where McNair and Savile are.
It's been scored by Sergio Aguero.
Janmaat with the cross. Headed clear. Nodded on from Roberts.
2-1.
Cheers again, Alan.
Ings well held up. Good ball over the top as well to Yannick Bolasie, who is inside. Bolasie cuts in on his right foot. But Ben Foster is there again. And his goal kickers completely took Coulson out of the game. Gibson's having to come out now to meet Will Hughes.
Nice looking pass.
Good tackle from Coulson though. I think a second goal for Watford would kill the game off, I really do. And Coulson can't find Bolasie. As this game is starting to open up a little bit here. Savile. Space in behind again. Bolasie. Foster's equal to another cross. Well, Coulson cut out the pass, but then walked straight into it. Watford man, this is a good overlapping run from Messina. Cleverly played. Fry needs to commit to his man, and well, it was either go to the crosser or stay with the man in the middle. I think we made the right decision there as Gibson cleaned up. Roberts, great ball to Jacob Murphy.
How can he take them on and beat them?
Can he pick out a man? Roberts with a run.
Can they put it away?
And Ben Foster was equal to another cross.
In position here to protect the ball.
Roberts out to Jed Spence. Good play from Akpom. This is nice. A lot of room at the back post for Bolasie! And Yannick Bolasie with a header at the back post gets us back in the game. This was lovely build-up play. And Watford will be disappointed that Bolasie is so free at the back post. I mean, I've never seen Bolasie score with a header, but he couldn't miss from there. Janmaat left him free in the area.
Well, you can see how happy the manager is. They've shown real grit to get back
Even
into
Ben
this.
Foster wasn't saving that. And despite being nowhere near our best, going up against a very tough defence, we've levelled it up with 15 minutes to go.
Cancelled out, one apiece.
Number 14, Yannick Bolasie.
Deulofeu. Juan Camilo Hernandez. Boro have
That's
it
a
back.
big challenge there from Dale Fry as we suddenly look a lot more lively
Sustained pressure.
with 2 men up front, but that pass has been intercepted by Delafeu, who's
We
in!
have the measure of it, the goalkeeper.
What a save! That was unbelievable.
Bear fruit for them.
The pass was intercepted, it just fell to Delafeu up front, who was just... Well, he was probably in an offside position, but obviously it might not have mattered, I'm not too sure, but suddenly from nothing he was one-on-one. He could have maybe carried the ball a bit further. Forced a good save out of Bettinelli, and it would be so frustrating if we were to go behind again. Dangerous corner, hooked clear from McNair, but it will come straight back in. Capoue is
Superb block on the
matched
back
up
of
by
the ball
McNair,
on
who
the
blocks it again.
Hughes.
The ball comes back though. Will Hughes with a shot.
Too close to the keeper in the end.
Bettinelli with a save.
Well,
think
Derek, you can sense the frustration
maybe we could
growing
get
from
the
fans. That
the
leads
momentum
on to
from
the players being
equalising.
frustrated too. You can sense it.
But
Can
Watford
they
are
get
looking the more
goal?
likely at this moment in time. Spence. Murphy leaves it.
On the offensive is
Early cross.
excitement. Clattered away.
Cleared away. As there's starting to be a few holes in the Watford back line as they're committing men forward.
Roberts.
Here is Morsey on for Paddy McNair.
Still pushing for a winner.
Does find Akpom. Roberts finds Akpom, who's in! Schuber Akpom! Oh, we've hit the bar!
Crossbar with that effort.
Oh, I don't believe
Well,
it.
it's a decent effort. Sometimes you talk by coaches.
We tried the
They aim
dink.
high over the goalkeeper that time, just
Oh,
hit the
and
crossbar.
look, it was inches. I didn't think Akpom was onside. I was expecting the flag to go up. But the dink was a good one, and what a winning goal that'd have been. But it hits the bar. Gibson wins another aerial duel. He's been brilliant in that back line today. What a ball that is
And they're
from
on the front foot, looking for a winner near the end of this
from
game.
Balassi. Spence.
Sam Morsey.
I still feel like there's a goal left in this game, and with the men we've got forward, Roberts trying to find Danny Ings. Roberts with another shot.
And able to close down the shot.
And that ball from Roberts was almost through to Danny Ings.
We have entered the final minute of normal time.
Here come Watford though.
Well, wait, don't go anywhere.
Coulson
We're
with a
gonna
good
have
tackle.
5 additional minutes.
And look who's there on the cover. Been Gibbo's best game back in a Boro shirt. No dear. 2 minutes added on. Watford have got pretty much everyone in the Boro half. Ball over the top, and there's Ben Gibson again
And the teams are
with a huge header.
corner counts at this juncture.
Oh, and there we go. Just show us the chance. The way Foster dived, it looked like we had the entire goal to aim at, but we went for the dink. Oh, how different it could have been, but we're just hanging on for the point as Watford. This is without doubt the final chance.
And now the
Corner.
delivery.
It's a big one. It's deep. It's in there, but look who clears it.
And he clears the danger.
Ben Gibson.
On the attack.
It's 95 minutes. It's now or never. Here they are with Delafeu. Oh, and a shot which is wide. And in the end, we cling on.
Lee, what did you make of it?
Well, Derek, when you get draws like that, you don't need winners. Such a full encounter. Both teams going for it. Such a high-tempo game. The players must be shattered.
That reminded me of the Norwich game where we weren't at our best at home. We went down 1-0, equalised and clung on despite maybe having the best chance with that Akpom chip. But Watford were very, very good, and our away form has been better than our home form. We still haven't won at home in the Premier League. And we draw to the runaway championship winners, Watford, by 1-1. So that draw is another point gained and keeps us in 5th place. Crazily enough, we've still had an unbelievable start. Let's not beat around the bush. 4th place, unbeaten still. 9 points, but obviously a defeat could drop you right back down the table. And coming up next, well, I mentioned that we've not won at home yet. This might be our toughest home game so far. Leicester City, who've not a good start themselves, are coming to the Riverside, so let's go there now. So the team against Leicester is relatively the same, albeit one change. The back four stays the same, apart from, that one goal that Watford scored. I thought our back line was very, very good in the last game, Ben Gibson especially. So that back four is going to stay as it is, as is the midfield too. Roberts, thankfully, is fit again and will start with Balassi on the left, although I've brought Jacob Murphy in on the right in for Callum Hudson-Odoi, whose Boro career hasn't took off as much as we would have liked so far. But we'll see how things go. Murphy starts today as Danny Ings, as he normally would if he's fit, starts up front. Be interesting to see what Leicester's team looks like and whether they've still got Jamie Vardy. I don't see him. They've still got Maddison though.
Leicester City will line up.
Big fan of Leicester.
They do have their stylistic preference, and it really is all about trying to put the opposition
Tielemans,
under
Maddison.
pressure, making sure that they don't compose
I don't know who that striker is. Is that a new number 9?
in this game.
Yeah,
wow, it is.
They love to press high, don't they? It's their preferred style of play.
Actually, I might remember Vardy leaving Leicester in January, in the January window last season. I might remember that correctly. I'm not too sure if he did or not, but they've not had the best start of the season, Leicester. They've won 2, lost 3. We've won 2, drew 3.
And so the battle commences.
The board want the Riverside to be a fortress this season, where I think they want us to win at least 7 games. But we haven't won any so far, so I'd like to get that first home win in this game.
Now Saville. Gibson now. Back now to the goalkeeper.
Well, they're pressed. We played it back to Bettinelli, whose distribution was nothing short of terrible. And a shot early on from Maddison.
Given a corner, the referee.
That might be an early problem for us, the Leicester press. That's a lovely little ball back, and Maddison could have took that into the box if he wanted to. His shot was straight at Bettinelli as well. But yeah, they pressed us on the halfway line, forced us back to Bettinelli, and yeah, clearance was a shocker. Under with the corner. It's headed, not cleared though, and there's Ben Gibson again, although the header's back in. And it's saved again from Bettinelli. I mean, this block here from Gibbo, that's huge. Coulson was on the line. And then the header from Johnny Evans was going in. Bettinelli called into action quite a bit here early on. Well, we're going to have to be cute with our passing because Leicester's pressing is very aggressive, as you can see there.
Yeah, it's obviously very early doors, but always good to get off to a good start. I think they've been a real surprise. Certainly the surprise package of the league
Justin,
so far.
what a ball that is.
They won't hold on to a Champions League
But the striker is offside.
And just slightly offside.
But he wasn't offside by much. Fry is completely out of the back line. He should be with Spence and Coulson there. But we've hardly had a touch of the ball and a moment's peace in these first 10 minutes.
Justin.
Tielemans. Really good midfield player.
On the shielding front.
And behind again. Fry with a good block.
It appear that they might be onto something, but not so.
Balassi, that's nice. That's probably the only way we're going to get out, as Coulson's beat Tielemans, and maybe the counter-attack is going to be our option, because if we can get him behind the Leicester press, we might be able to get some joy from it. But Coulson has at least got us up the pitch.
Well, that's a splendid piece of challenging.
So the clearance isn't a good one. Oh, and that's a very aggressive tackle again from Tielemans this time. And it might be another yellow card for Leicester.
He's been admonished by the referee. He's now got to walk something
Just
of
a telling
tightrope.
off.
Yeah, he knows exactly where
Although,
he stands.
well,
Look
that
at
was
the referee, how he's told him off
shocking
there.
challenge,
No yellow
really.
card, but certainly knows what the referee's thinking.
Last time we played this kind of free kick shot, we got mobbed. So it might be best putting this one in the box, although Saville is lining that up as if to say he wants to shoot from there. Not really fancying that. Balassi does turn the defender. Good play from Balassi. And that was travelling. It was blocked. Who knows where it would have went. Saville just hang on to it in midfield.
Well, the attack looks promising.
Here's Balassi.
Unable to keep the ball.
Good defending again from Leicester, who look to break here, and Under has got so much pace.
On the wing.
Saville's trying to stick with him, he can't, and Harvey Barnes is at the back post. Well, could have played an early cross there.
Mendy.
Here's Tielemans. Gibson with a block again. Gibbo has just been absolutely massive for us. As Dale Fry's ball is intercepted. Can we beat the press? McNair charging into midfield, but once again, look at the challenge. Leicester have been absolutely amazing in terms of winning the ball back.
Really important piece of last-ditch defending.
We cannot keep hold of it. Here's Maddison.
They've given him too much space. James Maddison.
James Maddison now showing good feet.
Mendy.
Lovely football this as Spence tries to get Maddison off the ball. The shot's blocked.
Well, he didn't
And the
catch
second
it
effort
he intended on the
is
volley.
sliced wide.
You've got to keep your eye on the ball, and he just wavered a little bit. Not one he'd be looking back on very fondly. Well, Derek, the majority of the team has done their job today, but putting the ball in the back of the net has been a real problem. All eyes on the forwards and the attacking.
Oh, what a block that is from McNair as we tried to play out with Bettinelli there. Because, well, I don't want to play long, and I tell you what, Paddy McNair, I think, has just saved us a really embarrassing moment. Coulson looked free on the left, and then as soon as I played the pass, Under just sprinted across to the right. And I thought we've absolutely bottled this one, but well, Leicester have completely bottled that. And I'll tell you what, their tackling has been really aggressive in terms of the slide tackles, but Murphy's jumped the challenge. But the ball is not good enough. That's been the story of our half.
James Maddison.
I can't think of a time where we've had 3 or 4 passes successfully in a row. Cannot think of a single time that's happened.
How about the cross?
Barnes is, well, he's proven tricky for Jed Spence, who does well. Now finally, can we get out with Roberts?
As far as
Murphy.
Concerned, 3 minutes here. Well,
cross. Balassi's header, and Balassi scores! Talk about a smash and grab! We've not even been in their box for the entirety of the first half. And Balassi scores a bullet header from nothing. From absolutely nothing. What a header that is.
Lovely goal.
You look at the stats, it's been so one-way traffic. And I was saying in the last game, Balassi doesn't score headers, he's just scored an absolute bullet. And I honestly have no idea how we are leading this game. You talk about against the run of play, we've not even been in their box yet. And I think we've got the goal at the perfect time as well. One counter-attack one goal, one winger to another. And that, well, that might be that for the half.
On to Boro.
3 minutes have elapsed. Ref.
Harvey Barnes.
Referee. The 3 minutes have elapsed, ref. Well, he let them get one more attack in. But if I was Leicester, I'd be furious with how the hell they've gone in behind.
Well, he needs something to change.
Leicester's high press forces us into another uncomfortable pass. But Jed Spence with a great challenge. Murphy held that up well.
Gibson now.
Gibson to Roberts. And look at this. Late running into the box from Paddy McNair.
Good diving stop.
And I think it was a save from Schmeichel. McNair come from absolutely nowhere. That's a good save. Can Balassi deliver a killer ball?
And crossed in the direction of the back.
Looks for Akpom, doesn't find him. Morsey keeps it in. Roberts is in there with a header.
Well, it was a good save.
And Schmeichel keeps hold of the ball and makes another big save. Well, the Leicester defence appeared to freeze.
So a throw in here.
Morsey was the only one alive to the ball, kept it in. And if it had fell to anyone but Roberts, who might have been a bit taller, might have nodded that into the corner.
15 minutes remaining.
But Leicester's passing has just gotten a bit sloppy. They've dropped off. Maybe their high energy defence and pressing game is just starting to catch up with them a little bit. Morsey. Oh, he's held on to that really well. Akpom.
Here's Patrick Roberts. Went in strongly, decisively.
Roberts isn't strong enough against Johnny Evans, and now look at the men
And the pass, a good
that
one.
Leicester have got forward. Well, Damari Gray just stopped his run. He could have made
Got
that.
out of play. Goal kick coming up.
But Damari Gray not going for it, not bothering.
And it's a case of just 5 minutes left.
Castagna, what a ball. What a ball that is. It seems to have caught out everybody.
He knew he had to make the tackle.
But Dale Fry come across
Well,
with a huge challenge.
To be opportunistic at this stage of the game.
Utilise the quick
Time for a
sub.
change then.
Bring on a more defensively sound right back for Spence, who is a bit tired. Five minutes to go. Can James Maddison deliver?
He's driven in the corner. And the
Ooh,
keeper
well,
deals with
Bettinelli
danger.
could have caught that. For some reason, he punched it. And Morsey kept it in from another corner, but his clearance wasn't too great either. Castagna. Tielemans. He's been allowed to run in the box here.
He's on a chance, I
And
think.
Ben Gibson stands him up well. Reads his movement and blocks the shot. And I'll tell you what, Gibson and Fry have been unbelievable in this episode. And Gibson's challenge there actually won us a goal kick. Well, this episode has been all about the two centre-backs.
Ben Gibson.
We only conceded one against Watford, and we could have easily conceded more here. 6 minutes added on. This could be an absolutely massive home win against a very good team. We've hardly had any chances, but we've absolutely stole this one. Akpom. Morsey. Roberts to finish it! What a save again!
Was to keep them in with a shout.
Kasper Schmeichel
If that goes in, it's all over.
has made some unbelievable saves in
Well,
this
they've been
second
kicking
half.
and heading every ball in that technical area. They've been good up to now, but it's still fine margins.
And it's wins like this when you've not played well and you've nicked it. They're the 3 points that mean the most. I want to just keep it in the corner, but we'll whip it in.
Into the centre of the box.
Akpom's up there. Gibble's in. Oh, and he would have deserved a goal.
Defensively.
Balassi fires it back in. Schmeichel panicky clears it. And with 20 seconds left, well, someone's going to linger over to take the throw-in. Balassi's not in a rush. And by the time this throw-in is taken, the referee might be ready to blow his whistle. Roberts is challenged, but it falls to McNair. Morsey with half a yard. Morsey with a shot! Oh my goodness! Sam Morsey with a stunner! An absolute stunner! I didn't know he had it in him. What a strike!
Let's take another look at that goal, shall we?
Sam Morsey doesn't score many, but that has got to be the goal of the season so far.
He's not happy. Just look at him.
Unbelievable. How we've won this game 1-0 is beyond me, but 2-0. And our first Premier League clean sheet and win at home. Get in.
Yeah, fairly comfortable in the end, wasn't it? Thought they controlled the middle of the park for most of the game, and going forward there was some really lovely play too. Good result that was.
In the final analysis, a really positive performance from this man, Lee.
Well, he played well, scored a goal. What a good performance from him.
Well, I've never won a game of FIFA where we've been dominated. That is an unbelievable 3 points. Akpom was worried we would be replacing him, but he's happy we've straightened things out. I mean, he's been coming off the bench, so that might be what's keeping him happy. But my God, literally, Leicester were unbelievable in that first half especially. But that goal end of the first half, I think, just changed the game, and after that it was actually an even contest second half. That strike from Morsey, unbelievable. So that leaves us third in the Premier League. 3 wins, 3 draws, good goal scoring record, and not a bad defensive one either. 12 points from 6 games, a very good start. Can we keep it up? You'll have to find out in the next episode. Like I said at the start, vote in the poll, or just leave me a comment to let me know if you want us to play 2 games an episode or 3. Like I said, if we go for 3 games an episode, then next time out we'll be playing the next League Cup game against Fulham before 2 Premier League games, being away at Sheffield United, and at home to Chelsea. The honeymoon period might be coming to an end because, October looks horrific. But if we do 3 games an episode, then it will be the Cup game and then Sheffield United and then Chelsea. If not, it'll just be Fulham and Sheffield United in the next episode. So please let me know in the comment section below what you want me to do, how many games you want me to do in the next episode, and I will get right on that. But until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button, of course, if you enjoyed this video. Do subscribe if you haven't already. Keep leaving them comments in the section below because I love reading them, and thank you for the amazing support, as always. But until next time.